Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Friday, November the 2nd, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, the midterms are on Tuesday. I think pretty soon we'll find out what predictions turned out to be true and so on. Tuesday night, we're going to have all the information we need to analyze these results. But historically, the first midterm for a president has always been a bad day for the incumbent, whether it was President Clinton in 1994, President Obama in 2008. You know, the only exception was actually President Bush in 2002, but that may have been because of 9/11, I don't know. But clearly, it's usually a bad day for the incumbent. And the reason for that is that usually there is a wave of votes. Usually it's because the opposition is energized and the opposition turns out to vote. And midterms are all about turnout. So this is why President Obama had a bad day in 2010, because there was a huge opposition to President Obama and the Republicans were very energized. The same with President Clinton in 94 and so on. So historically, you would think that this is going to be a rough day for President Trump. The problem with that analysis is that I think we're seeing something in 2018 that we didn't see in 1994 or 2010. We may have seen it in 2002 with President Bush, which is why he did not have a bad day. But what we're seeing in 2018 is, yes, we're seeing a blue wave or a Democrat Party very energized to go out and vote. But we're also seeing a Republican Party very energized to go out and vote. And this is why, for example, the Republicans are doing so well in the Senate. You know, the Republicans could end up winning 2, 3, 4, 5 seats in the Senate. The Democrats, on the other hand, are very energized, and some of the experts are picking them to win anywhere from 15 to 40 seats in the House. So both sides are very energized, and I think the election is going to come down to what side turns out just a little bit more. And that's why I'm predicting that this is not going to be your traditional midterm. Again, usually on a midterm election, one side is extremely energized and the other one is sort of doesn't get as excited, kind of stays home, as happened in 2006 with the Republicans. But in this kind of day, I see a lot of energy on the Republican side and I see a lot of energy on the Democrat side. So it's going to come down to turnout, basically. What party turns out? Some of the early voting suggests that the Republicans are turning out to vote early, but of course early voting only applies to a few states. Historically, Republicans have done a good job on election day. They tend to show up and vote. So we'll find out on Tuesday night. But I wouldn't be surprised if we have a clash between a red wave and a blue wave on Tuesday, and that will make this particular midterm completely different than any of the other ones that we've had recently. And what happens then? Well, we'll see. But I think if there is a big red wave, as I believe there is, I think the Republicans will do well in the Senate, and maybe they'll even hold on to the House. I wouldn't be surprised if the Republicans hold on to the House, particularly if there's a big red wave. So we will see the clash of the waves, I guess, on election day, and we'll see which one actually has more votes than the other. Thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, and on my blog. And if November the 2nd is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.